Alright, you guys, you and I both know that Rudy Gay has to go. He costs too much, he's inefficient, and I want draft picks, and I want Andrew Wiggins. So the first deal I made as the general manager of the Toronto Raptors is I dealt Rudy Gay for Thaddeus Young and the 76ers first round pick. The next decision I made as a YouTube commentator was to simulate the entire season. But however, as I simulated throughout the season, I got great trade opportunities such as this. Tayshaun Prince and a first round pick for Tyler Hansbrough and Landry Fields. Landry Fields' contract is ridiculous. I did that trade like without even batting an eye. And why is LeBron James on the cover of Fields on the Move? Raptors ship him to Memphis. I have no idea. I played the Bobcats and the difficulty I'm playing on is actually Superstar, and I ended up blowing them out, so I thought it was pointless to include that game. Afterwards, I made a call to the Utah Jazz inquiring about their interest in Kyle Lowry, and I ended up dealing a second round pick for Gordon Hayward and their first round pick. So that's going good, but I still have a lot of wing players. So you can see things aren't going well in the whole winning games column of being a general manager. Dwayne Casey's coming up to me, he's like, yo, Andre, Mims, TheFlightMike, we're losing. Chemistry's just going really bad. You need to fix this. And I'm thinking, you know, we're tanking. All I'm looking at is this guy right here, Jabari Parker, Marcus Smart, Dante Exum. Is that how I say his name? But that's all I really care about. You can see here's the scouting report for them, and that's honestly all I'm concerned with at this point. And why is Andrew Wiggins supposed to be undrafted, projected to be undrafted? Well, that's because the scouting process is going to be different this year. It's not going to be as easy. There's going to be some curveballs. You have to do your homework pretty much. But you can see team chemistry, I'm starting to get a lot of heat for it, man. Like the press is asking all these questions, trying to stress me. You see what I did with the Tupac reference right there? And you can see each press conference has some results and has some ramifications in terms of how press reporters feel about you, how your coach feels about you, how the owner feels about you. So at this point, I'm not so good with my owner, so I just want to, wow, I said my owner. Well, the owner. So I decided to, you know, pretty much kiss up to him a little bit more, and I get this brand new goal in the middle of the season, and he said that we needed to improve team chemistry, and also he wanted me to improve the morale of the staff. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do that. I'm guessing it's kind of a hand-in-hand thing with winning games. I have no idea. And finally, he wanted me to trade Tayshaun Prince for whatever reason. And this was actually a blessing in disguise because I do get Evan Turner and Lavoy Allen for Tayshaun Prince and Amir Johnson. So I get a nice young piece in Evan Turner. I make my owner happy. I get some VC. Life's good. Afterwards, I get an offer for DJ Augustine, another first round pick. I have no idea who Nedovich is or whatever his name is, but I accepted that, man. We're rebuilding through the draft. We're a small market team. We really don't have much of a choice. So afterwards, the season ends. We do finish with the worst record in the NBA. You can see 10 straight losses. That's a huge blow. All that stuff. I didn't even have a comment. I didn't even want to talk to them at that point. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat in a rematch in the NBA Finals. So after that, it's time to start the off season. You can see that I'm getting some goals from my owner, the owner. Why am I saying my owner, man? I have no idea. But he wants the buzz to be generated up to 37%. And I said consider it done because it's really easy to do that when you have as many draft picks and cap space as I do. Afterwards, I allocated some funds so I could have some money to sign some players. And you could see I have 3 shots at getting the #1 pick. So I'm pretty confident in my ability in the draft lottery. So you can see the Mavericks, Kings, and Clippers get the first 3 picks, followed by the Bucks, then the Pelicans, Lakers, Cavs, Magic. Come on, baby, come on, I'm getting close. I get the 6th, the 4th, the Suns. Ooh, looks like I am gonna get the first pick in the NBA draft, which features Andrew Wiggins. So you can see Ben Parker is talking to me and he's telling me, all right, I want a new CFO. And this is when staff badges come into play. You can see here are a couple of the badges for hiring a CFO, and I see my man Jay Smith. He has exactly what the owner wants in a CFO, so I decided to go ahead, offer this guy a 2-year contract. I have a lot of staff to sign, but I'm only going to take you through a couple because I'm sure you guys aren't really interested in that. So next, I decided to hit up my main man Vincent Lee to be my sidekick, assistant GM. I'm going to go ahead and offer him a 3-year contract because he has a lot of potential and hopefully he could rise up the ranks. So I tried to re-sign Gordon Hayward over here. He just wanted way too much, so I was thinking for now, And then before the draft started, Dwayne Casey wanted Dante Exum, and I told him if he's available when I want to draft, I'll go and get him.
Good evening and welcome everyone to the 2014 NBA Draft. Tonight we celebrate a new generation of basketball talent making its way into the NBA. Their dedication and hard work have paid off, and this moment is the next step in their promising young careers. It is also a time of optimism and hope for our fans as their beloved teams look for that final piece of the puzzle. The selections that are made tonight will be viewed by millions of NBA fans around the world in more than 200 countries. Everyone is ready, so let's get started. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Andrew Wiggins from the University of Kansas. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select the 19-year-old point guard from Australia. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Julius Randle from the University of Kentucky. The fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select the 20-year-old point guard from Oklahoma State University. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select the 19-year-old small forward from Duke University. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select James Young from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Andrew Harrison from the University of Kentucky. We have a trade to announce. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select the 22-year-old point guard from Arizona State University. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Gary Harris from Michigan State University. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select the 21-year-old point guard from Xavier University. We have a trade to announce.
Big well in the building.
No dreams replace the old ones. The old ones that never came true. And the same things that make us laugh and make you cry. And I know it took a while.
So during free agency period, we just needed an upgrade at the center position while we waited for Jonas Valanciunas to develop. So Chris Bosh is coming at me. He's like, listen, man, I want to come back to the Toronto Raptors. I'm like, all right. So then Vince Carter's like, listen, I see Chris Bosh coming back. I want to come back. And I'm like, you could come back, but you're not going to be a starter. So they both decided to accept my offer, but here's what adds insult to injury. Gordon Hayward is accepting an offer from the Jazz, and Evan Turner decides to re-up with us. So I have way too many shooting guards. Be sure to leave a like on the video and comments in terms of what transactions you'd like me to do. If this video gets 200 likes, then the debut of Andrew Wiggins will come at you guys tomorrow. It's my birthday today, by the way, you guys, so leave a nice comment, you know? I'm your boy, TheFlightMike, and I'm signing out.